Hi sir, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. May I know your good name?
Yeah, I'm Vaishnavi sir.
Yeah, Vaishnavi, can I have your resume?
Yes.
Yeah, Vaishnavi, before going to the interview, quickly introduce yourself.
I'm Vaishnavi from Sangareddy
Yeah,
and I
okay.
completed my graduation in BCom Computers from Tara Degree College and I completed my post graduation in MBA HR from Vivek Vadani School of Business Management.
Okay.
And coming to my hobbies, I like reading books, listening music and playing outdoor games. And my strengths are I'm quick learner and great team player. And my weakness is I can concentrate one thing at a time.
Yeah, okay, fine. So, what is about your technical skills?
Yeah, testing and Java.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, okay. So, what is the purpose of testing?
First of all, testing it is a process of software development.
Okay.
Um, Here testers will involve and they will check whether the developed software is containing any defects or not. Or we can say that it is a process of verifying the required documents and validating the functionality and non-functionality of the application and checking whether the developed software is containing any defects or not. So the purpose of testing is to find the defects in the development environment to produce quality products to the customers and to reduce the failures in the market to save time and to save money.
Yeah, fine. So, you told that the purpose is finding the defects. Okay. So, without testing, can I release the application to market?
Yeah, we can release without testing, but the buggy software with less quality will be released into the market and the final result will be not proper and the client may be disappointed and the business reputation will be lost and the sales may get dropped.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, fine. So, what is functional testing?
So functional testing is nothing but the validating the client requirements. So the types of functional testing are sanity testing, end-to-end testing, positive and negative testing, retesting, regression testing, database testing, exhaustive testing, and ad hoc consists of paired, buddy, exploratory, and monkey.
Yeah, okay. So, what you observed that in positive and negative testing?
So positive testing is nothing but checking the application with valid inputs. For example, entering the valid username and valid password and checking whether it is accepting or not. And negative testing is nothing but checking the application with invalid inputs.
Yeah.
So for example, entering the invalid username and invalid password and checking whether it is rejecting or not.
Yeah, okay, fine. So, what you can define the retesting?
So after the defects fixed by developer, checking whether the defect is properly fixed or not.
Yeah, okay. So, after the defect fixing only fixed. Okay, fine. So, can you give the difference between white box and black box testing?
Yeah, sir. White box testing is also known as open box testing, clear box testing, glass box testing.
Okay.
So, white box testing is done by the software developers. Here, the tester should have knowledge of programming code, and the white box testing types are path testing, loop testing, etc. And black box testing is also known as closed box testing. So, black box testing is done by the software testers. Here no knowledge of the programming is required and the knowledge of the programming code is hidden and nothing is known about it. And the types of black box testing are functionality testing and non-functionality testing.
Okay, so can you give the difference between test case and test scenario?
So test scenario is nothing but test scenario means what to test in the application, and test scenario consists of separate template,
Okay.
and test case is nothing but how to test in the test scenario.
Yeah, fine. So, can you give any test cases? Like for login, can you give test cases for login?
Test cases consist of test scenario ID, actual, report, comment.
As I'm taking login is your scenario, how many cases you can do? Like in positive way we are giving this type of cases and in negative.
We
No
can
idea.
write number of.
Yeah, fine. So I'm asking that like for if login, so we can give valid username and valid
Valid
password.
password.
Case 1.
uh,
Case 2, one
Invalid
delivery.
username and invalid password.
Those are known as cases. Okay. Yeah, fine. So how can you say your test case is pass or either fail?
If the expectation is not matching to the actual, then we can say test case is failed.
Okay. So in which phase we can find this defect?
In test case, in
Yes.
defect log, we can find the
Actually, in test report, in test after the test execution, in test report we are going to find. Okay. So, are you aware the RCN document?
Yeah, requirement clarification note.
Okay.
So it is a document where the requirement was not understood by the testers. So that requirement were updated in that document. Later the client will approach one meeting. So then there he will clarify all the doubts.
Okay. So, how many levels of testings we have in our organization? Like in software testing, how many levels?
There are two types of testing: manual testing and automation testing. So
Like I'm asking about the levels. Like we have unit integration.
unit testing, integration testing,
Okay.
and system testing,
And
and
user access.
user acceptance testing.
Okay, fine. So, can you give the names of bug statuses?
So, bug status are new, assign. Assign consists of reject, hold as per design,
Okay.
and open consists of deferred and duplicate. Bug fixing, bug fixed, and retesting. If retesting is passed, the test will be closed, and if retesting has failed, again it will be reopened.
Okay. So, can you give the difference between inspection and walkthrough?
So, inspection is nothing but it is a formal type of review done in done by special team in middle of the process with intimation. And walkthrough, it is a informal type of review done by by someone without intimation.
Yes. These both are coming under which techniques? Verification or validation?
Verification.
Okay. So fine. And what is the difference between manual and automation testing?
So to find the defects, the testing is done by the human interaction, is known as manual testing, and automation testing is nothing but to find the defects. The testing is done by some automation tools like Selenium to Core Java.
Yeah. Selenium is the tool with any programming language. Okay. Yeah. Fine, Vaishnavi. So I think I done with my side. You have any queries to us?
No, sir, I don't.
Yeah. Okay. You can.